Mr. Nobody, because you know what? Nobody does it better. And I'm here, not alone. We're still with the man who's trying to win a dance-a-thon. Which one will you do? A dance-a-thon?
No, I can't even join them. I'm too big for that, honestly. Dancing is my
Literally
passion.
too big
so
for that.
Doing dance-a-thon is a joke. I'll make it either which way. Hi guys, my name is Prince. Today I'm going to be introducing the podcast. On my right, we have my assistant.
And I'm
Prince
here.
again.
How you doing? Like really?
All
What
right,
are
we
you
have
doing?
Jacob. Jacob.
I'm here.
Tell us about yourself.
What? I just
And
introduced myself.
on the right of his right, we have our second.
Our guest for
No,
today.
introduce. Don't mind me, I beg.
Don't ever take Prince seriously. Even his takes are not even taking him out. Wow, that was good. Oh, your takes are not taking you out. So we have a guest with us today to join us, and it's nobody else but the lovely Zita Ulu. Please make welcome drum rolls. Clap. Haters gonna hate. Potatoes wants to potate. But your blood shall never die. Zita, how have you been now?
Let her introduce herself now.
He needs to welcome me properly.
Okay. Me again.
Yes.
Exactly.
All the shouting and woo.
Shout.
There was no woo.
Yeah.
You're howling. There are no wolves here. So Zita, how have you been? Tell us a little about yourself. Let our people get to meet you. In the parlance of Nigerian journalists, can we meet you?
The thing about this guy is that he has inside jokes that only if you read like poetry from one underground artist.
Intellectual.
Okay.
Are you an intellectual?
I'm not going to be talking in this episode because they're about to bully me. Well, go ahead. Introduce yourself.
My name is Zita. She said, what else did I have to say? My name is Zita. I'm just plainly Zita. Like
A bad
bitch.
That's it.
So I want to teach you something in terms of video editing. When we put Zita, what would we put as like your description? Who are you? That's the question we asked. Who are you?
Let's just leave that Zita. Zita is our guest on the show.
Influencer. Okay,
Yeah,
Zita
upcoming influencer. Gangway.
All right.
So today we are going to be talking about something that really doesn't concern me. I don't know if it concerns you, but then it concerns someone watching and it concerns someone who's listening right now. Just in case you want to get married and you're a man and you want to get married and you're a woman, would you, as a woman now, take your husband's name? The last name. It's not the hyphen thing, no. It's not, my name is Zita Kelechuku Emmanuel Dash. Then now put the husband name at the end. No, I mean your first name and straight to your husband's name. Would you do that? Or as a husband, would you allow your wife be like, no, it doesn't matter. You can keep your name and I'm okay with it. Wait, before I go to
Before we even start, I have a question.
What's the question?
How many followers do you have, Zita the influencer? How many do you have on Instagram? That's been on my mind since.
Is that part of this
Okay,
podcast?
no, continue what you're saying. I just want to derail a little bit.
So, Prince, I think your last name is Ofoigbo.
Okay.
Prince Ofoigbo.
Don't even know anything about your co-host.
I still know that. Would you be okay with your spouse saying, no, I don't want to take your last name?
I won't be okay with it.
Why?
For me, I'm going to be honest, you guys will be shocked by this episode. Let's abolish the whole marriage system if that is going to happen. I'm not going to kneel down, give you a ring, go to your village, kneel down for your father and give him another ring too, buy everything for everybody, go back, sign a court document saying that we are now together, and you are not going to be like, I'm going to take your name. Why did I do all those things? We're abolishing the whole tradition if that's how we're going to do. You know what? Let's not even live in the same house, honestly.
Let's live in separate houses.
Let's be roommates. You have your own room, I have my own room. Maybe we have kids. Then we'll just be doing our life like that. If that's how I feel. I know you might hate me, but I feel if you're not going to get my name, let's abolish the steps that would make me say, oh, you have to have my name. Thank you.
I see you. But then, people will say women are giving a lot already. They are giving their time, they're giving their body, everything that is going to change around them. Now I still have to give you my name too.
What else do you want?
What else do you want?
My head?
I want to know her own side. That's how
Is it I've heard some people say, man, this I like this guy, but his surname is not surnaming, and I don't think I want my kids to answer this kind of surname because you have to change it or something. Would it be okay with taking your husband's last name?
Would I be okay with it?
Your surname is cool already, Zita Olu. You've had that all your
Thank you.
life. Now because you're married to one guy, they tell you now
I
remove that
become
one.
Zita Chukwemeka. God. Jesus.
Chukwemeka, there, don't worry, you
Jesus.
don't be married Zita.
Take the wheel.
So
The thought of it alone, it's making me have
So the answer is
the
no.
chills. It's not initially. It was a no. If you had asked me this question from I don't know, from when I knew myself to when I was 20 years old, clear no. I don't even need to think about it 2 times because I'm like, I'm not sure I will find anybody that will bear such a beautiful name as mine. Why would I give up Zita Olu for Zita Koronko? Zita, I'm just
Zita of
like, why would I do that? Zita
would you?
Ofuegbu, how does that sound? I'm not sure that even sounds as good, but
So for you, is it just because the name doesn't sound nice, and aesthetics you're looking
so initially
at?
it was the whole aesthetics of it, but now again thinking about it and now even looking at things as how life has transformed and we can see what's happening in marriages. I mean, I've been privy to people who have had to go through the whole scenario of changing their names to their husband's name and now having to change it back to another name. It's like the worst experience that anybody should
you
go
can
through.
keep the husband's name. I know of a few actors who were married once upon a time and then they left their husband, but people still call them by their husband's
I mean,
name,
if I
you
was
know.
married to a Dangote and divorced, maybe I'll keep the name.
Why you
Obviously,
go
because
keep my name?
that door is going to open names for me.
No, it's
I'm
not
not
really
talking about
name
Ofuegbu
again.
here because Ofuegbu will probably not open any door for
You
me.
see, this is the issue. Why will Dangote's name open doors for you?
Hello.
make
How
money.
many Dangotes have you worked with?
How many Dangote have I worked with?
It's not
None.
opening
Exactly.
any
So the
single
moment
door.
I walk in and I introduce myself as Zita Dangote, you look at me again to say, okay, who is this person? That's it. But in all honesty, it's like for me, it's just the whole stress of it. It's the whole stress of, I
know,
mean,
but
you change your name and you want to get a passport. I know those who
But
have,
you're not
who have
setting
got
yourself up for a divorce if you are thinking this way already.
a divorce because
I
of
was
a
going to go
name.
there. Yeah. Some people feel like
I went
you haven't completely channeled yourself to be mine because you haven't gone through the process of having changed who you used to be, which is say Zita Olu now to maybe my last name. Now we are married. We move from your like the Bible would say, you for a man move from his father and mother and they cleave together.
cleave.
You have not really cleaved.
As I
You
said,
have
I
not
don't
cleaved
even
to
know where
me.
that is in the Bible.
You have not really cleaved to
Your
me.
life to Christ.
That's why. You need to study to show that I'm
This
approved.
guy is not.
That's an
Are
aside.
you not?
Do you know what that is? Study to show yourself approved.
I don't even know. See, this issue, you guys are going to bully me. I don't know half of the things you guys are saying. Speak
So,
English.
Didn't you do
I'm
CRK?
speaking English.
What's CRK? That the church one, ba?
Please continue.
So back to what we're saying.
All right.
So does that not mean that you've not fully cleaved to this person? Because I think part of the entire process, like Prince said, we have to abolish the entire process if we are going to get to the end of it, and you can't even do the simple thing of saying just take my name.
Yes.
Does that not shortchange the man in it?
I just buttress the point that it's not as simple as, I mean, I can actually answer Mrs. Ofuegbu. Like,
But it's not as simple
if I
to
go out
go on
to
your
public.
knee,
Sounds
go and
nice,
propose.
man.
You're not even going on your knee. You're first of all,
nice.
you ask your friends for the ring size, then you go, you buy a ring, then you go on one knee,
Jacob,
you
let's
arrange
be
the entire
honest,
thing, you
not
go on
all
one
men
knee.
do that. Not all men do that, especially in this part of the world. A lot of men have proposed to their wives on the bed. Some while they are driving.
marry me.
Baby,
But
you
that's
marry
the
me.
thing.
How many men go through
But
that?
it was
work.
intentional to ask. So I think the intentionality behind changing your name from what it used to be to something else gives whoever the spouse is this what's called now, this
Sense of
confidence
ownership.
I don't think ownership makes it.
It's ownership because now
Okay,
you belong to
why
me.
do you have an
That's-
issue with the word ownership? That is
I don't have an issue with the word ownership. I mean, I just wanted to help him out because he was trying to avoid it.
I'm trying to avoid the word ownership.
But it's
Anyway,
ownership mostly because it's bad, but mostly because it has always been shaped as ownership. You're
Because
going
you pay-
somewhere
you pay
to,
bride
you're
price.
buying. You're literally buying someone from her family.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes, and the whole tradition of marriage should change. And that's what I feel. I'm Igbo, and I probably one Igbo man named Chukwemeka is angry with me. Who's this boy? Where is it from? But I think the whole marriage system should be abolished. We're buying women. We're not supposed to be buying you guys.
But
You guys are supposed to be free.
how you buying women?
If you love me, we marry each other and that is it.
How are you buying women?
Eh?
How are you buying women?
Why am I buying things for a family?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just tradition.
It's just like, that's why I said I think we should abolish the whole
Prince,
thingy.
I get what you're trying to say. If you have to go through the process of acting like the marriage, the person you are getting to be with for the rest of your life, you are buying or paying for them, then you should get your money's worth. And one of the money's worth is making sure that
You've changed my words. Now you're making me look like a slave master. That's not what I mean. Money's what? No, I said the whole idea is weird. Because again, why will I do all these things and you're telling me you can't bear my name? It's the smallest thing. I know it's a lot of court documents, but it's the smallest thing for you to do. Because if it was the other way around, I'm not going to end the end. I'm not going to
hear
you
the
get
end
what
of
I-
it. I get
So that's why I need you. You're the smarter one here.
So, Bozita, truthfully, let's look at it from the man's angle now. I'm trying to see. I know you have to go through maybe court processes of trying to change document from this to that. I think that's about it. Get a newspaper publication that I've moved from being Miss so
I don't know
to
about that,
Mrs.
though.
Yeah, I think there's a requirement of a newspaper publication for it where you get to be called Mrs. So. But that's all it is. Why are we looking?
not all it is.
Why are we looking further
There's
to
more.
the future and thinking, what if we don't end up together the whole 9 yard?
No, I'm not even looking at it from the angle of what if we don't end up together. I mean, yeah, we both love each other. Like a name is the problem.
Yeah, I want it. I want to be able to go and say, oh, I am Mr. Live Jacobs, and this is Mrs.
Of course. I mean, that's, and I just said, yeah, if we are going to introduce ourselves, obviously I am Mrs. Whoever.
No,
But
because
it's not
that,
on
that will
paper.
that will be pretentious. It's not on paper because
Because pretentious.
you are telling a lie. That's obviously you are misrepresenting yourself to someone else because you are telling them, "Oh, I'm Mrs. Mrs. Rita Jacobs," and at the end of the day, we
Who
know
said
that's
Miss?
not
Okay.
that's not exactly what papers carry. That's misrepresentation.
How many times have you gone to a wedding and you're like, you're not representing yourself well? I saw the court document. I saw the newspaper actually. I have it in my house.
No, I'm just thinking out loud.
No, but for you now, you say that's not everything. You know what? Then I look at this life as a game. Maybe that's why I've not gone far like that. But if we're going to do it, let's do it this way. You are going to say, I'm going to keep the name, then we're going to remove something from the tradition. Is that fine?
What are we
If I
doing?
keep your
We're
name,
removing
then
the
we're
court
removing
aspect.
The court.
Yes, because we can't do anything legally binding. You don't want to have my name. You don't want to legally change your name.
Yeah.
Then we're not going to sign the court document for marriage.
Hey, we're not married now.
We're roommates.
We're not married.
Yes.
Is that what you want?
But is the truth now.
But
You
exactly,
don't want to do
that's
that.
what it should
Then
be.
let's remove something. Is it that we remove? Obviously, you're
bride
not going
price
to agree
to the
for
bride-
bride price
bride-
because your people need that cow that I'm going to buy. But yeah,
Cow and everything on the list.
Yes.
Don't just say the cow. Everything
So
on the list.
we're not going to sign the court document. How do you feel about that?
You don't want to marry me. You don't
Someone
love
is
me.
pressed as
You
they're
don't,
watching
you
this.
don't love me.
Someone
Can
is.
you see? Can you see?
You don't love me, twin.
Can you
If
see
you
the
love me,
irony
you
of
change
that?
your name.
Oh, you don't love me enough to not want to go to court to marry me. At the same time, I love you enough, but I just can't take. It's just a little inconvenience
Yeah.
of a name. That's double
Double standards.
Double standard.
But do you understand? Like, do you understand the reason why I'm just saying this change of name?
Please make me understand
Okay,
now.
go ahead.
Tell me like a 5-year-old.
You get married to me, Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
You still live your life as Life Jacob. Now that begins the journey. Goes to court, says affidavit. I
Goes to
cease to
bank.
be whatever. I am no longer this. Goes to a newspaper. Pays for that slot to do a newspaper publication. That's done. I pack those 2 documents. Now I go bring my passport, bring my birth certificate, bring all of this, bring my wedding certificate, go back to the court to go and change my name. Then my name change is finally approved. Finally. Then now I will now carry the name change document again, go back again. Now to go and change all my documents. So now I go back to
So you're
the
thinking
bank.
of, you're,
You go
you're
to the
thinking of
bank.
more of like the stress that
My,
has.
my point is just the whole stress that goes.
But when
with
I
this
did a
entire
K
process.
go market,
Which I
they
can't-
look because that's in village, your village market. They look for the materials. You are not in the car with me.
My
It's me and my guys that are going up and
my
down.
my darling, you will not do that. I mean, I want to believe that you are coming as a man of
Billionaire.
substance.
Oyeji
Okay,
cash.
okay.
You are not going to be going to market one, Afro market, Ori market. Why? Is that
Okay.
what I signed
so
up for?
you are marrying a man of substance, but you don't want to have his name.
His name
in
of
your
substance.
Oh my God.
Would they do play? Would they,
You
would
guys,
they play
are,
dates?
you guys are trying to find me some.
No, we're not finding anywhere.
Imagine what a man of substance, but I don't want his
I
name.
don't
His
want
name
his
is not
name.
substantial enough for me to
But
want.
if you are Dangote,
I
yes,
mean,
then I'll
if,
take
I
your name.
mean, if it was a damn, maybe just maybe,
It's a
we'll
double
go through that
standards.
stress. Because I know that whatever happens in 5 years' time,
You're
I'm not
accepted.
changing that name. We hold on to it.
Okay. So what?
But again,
Okay,
wait.
go ahead.
Imagine I am a successful person at the time, and I am so great of a person. Like Zita Olu is a name to behold. Then I now go and marry one guy that I used to know from way back in the days. I'll now go and become Zita Ofewu.
Are you not? You are
Wow.
an asshole.
I have
For using my own son name.
now I have built a solid reputation. You Google Zita Olu, you see a lot of things. Now I've changed my name to Zita Ofewu. Now we're looking for who is this person? They'll now be showing one picture of one man in the farm.
You see,
So that she
it's my farm. Farm makes money. But wait, first of all. First of all, if you see double standards again. What if I married a babe named Zita from the trenches? I brought her up,
What should I be
took her
finding?
to school. I'm seeing one now. Took her to school.
You guys are
Paid
making it very personal.
Went to his person. We're about to fight after this. Took her to school, did everything for her. Then now, because she read what they call it, arts. She's artsy. Oh, no, Prince, I don't want your name anymore. No, it's impossible. I own you. I'm joking. But you get what I mean. I see. I understand in terms of tradition, this thing will stand, and whatever I'm going to say is not going to change anything. Except from few people saying, "Oh yes, I support this guy." They're sexist, by the way. But but I still feel and I still stand by it that it's supposed to be a no-brainer. If it's a no-brainer for me to go to your village, kneel down in front of your dad, or kneel down at anybody's knees, I'm kneeling on someone's knees, and telling them, "Oh, I want to marry your daughter," and doing the whole process, I just think that whole stress you're saying is futile because
Now I want to flip the coin now.
yeah.
Say the woman who first and foremost, who designed it that it has to be the woman's name that changes to the man's
exactly
name?
why.
And then, what if the woman has a better name than the man's name?
Bishop, what do you define better name?
I'm just saying, say, like she rightly created an example, a name of substance, and say before Folorunsho Alakija became married, say she had millions and dollars before everything, and the name is a brand on its own. Would you want your wife to go through the process of changing that name to you just to make you feel good that you are the man? And
No, I feel we have free thinkers when the opposite sex
has more money.
We are now free thinkers.
double standard.
But when the opposite does, when the man has the money, but we are thinking more. I think it's just, in general, things should stand. But I still feel I don't want to buy that car, honestly.
What I always think, and what I've always thought is this: women go through a lot, and I think if a woman chooses, it should be a thing of choice for the woman. If I choose to want to change my name to my spouse's name, then it's fine by you. If you
Yes.
choose not to change your name, I think it's okay by me too, because at the end of the day, if she has to be the one who goes through most of the changes in the marriage, like she's the one moving from wherever she used to be into a different world
Oh
entirely.
no, we're moving to house.
Into a different world
House
entirely.
is better than mine.
No, except in those cases.
Why?
No, except in the case where the woman is obviously.
Even if it's worse, we're still moving to a house. We're free thinkers now. We're changing norms.
No, I'm just saying. Whoever the woman feels like they're giving a lot more. They're living to be with some guy who they don't know what it's going to look like in a few years from now, because the guy is still going to remain the same and be whoever he wants to be with the same identity that he already has. Why the woman is now left to say, do I want to change this identity back to what it used to be, or live with the what's it called now, the burden of being called this name, even though I don't want to be really associated with it. Then there's also the idea of, I think women give a lot, and they should be given the choice to make as regards to do I want to take this person's name or not.
Do you also think we overhype this surname?
I think so too.
Yeah, in let's just say in this month this is the highest my surname has been mentioned. We keep saying it like the surname is like
It's
I'm not
it's,
myself anymore.
it's not a big deal.
But it is a big deal in this society.
Uh-uh.
I mean, it is a big deal in this society because I know somebody who has been married for almost 10 years and hasn't changed her name. She's just trying to change the name because we're just trying to do some things and needs her to actually change her name. Because, I mean, in this side, I don't think we recognize common law partners. I know it's recognized abroad, but there's nothing like that here. So it's like, why is your son's name this, your husband's name this, then
And
your name is not different. So what's the problem? So now she's trying to balance everything. And again, it had also even caused issues for her in her son's school, like in her child's school, and she goes to her child's school, and you're writing different name, and everybody's like, what's going on? So at the end of the day, it was very soon. Now she had to now, consciously be writing her name as Mrs. her husband's name when she wants to, fill any form for her son, because it was just very weird that there's that natural inclination that when they just see the child, automatically the child's son that they're calling you, because you should be married, ma. How can you give birth without being married? And therefore, you must be asking this man's name.
Okay, what of if we do this? You can change your name.
Yeah.
I'm not paying any fees for that child.
So you're not paying fees for the child?
It's not them. Who is he?
Are you a man at
Who
all?
is? Are you a man at all? You're questioning my gender because I'm not paying for it.
No. You're getting that wrong. Though.
No. Why is she changing the child's name? Change only
She's
your
not-
name. Why are you changing my
I'm not
child's name?
changing the
I'm
child's
not
name. The
changing
child
your
already
child's
has your
Maybe
name.
I was not listening to you. That
Yes,
well.
you're not listening.
You're listening to her.
So, but it begs a lot of questions. I think now the question is now even more than like, according to what she just stated about the friend who's trying to change her name. The question is now even more than just what it is between two partners. I think there should be laws created where people can still bear their names, and like the customary partners laws that I think it should be looked into and created so that people can have an identity that they've always known to have all their life and still live with it.
But common law marriages is weird though. You guys know. How does it work? Is it more of like if you've stayed with someone for a certain period of time, you guys are technically married?
No, until you sign court documents
Yeah.
or
Okay.
the customary document. I saw an argument. It said, which one should it be? Should it be customary marriage that is recognized or the court papers? Whichever one. I think both of them are still recognized some type of way, depending on who. If it's a recognized customary, what's it called now? Like a church that's recognized under the law. Some courts would accept it, but majorly the court is usually the.
Yeah, but I also understand where she's coming from. Forget that I'm trying to be ignorant. I understand where she's coming from. I used to write Prince of Weibo in almost all my documents, and I forgot about the Chimobim. Then the day First Bank wanted to show me when. You're like, I can't collect my money because your birth certificate is saying Chimobim. This one is saying Prince. You have to change it. I've never signed affidavit like that in my life. I was shuttling, signing affidavit, changing it, going back. Then I now had the whole issue of it's supposed to be Ofwebu Chimobim Prince and not Prince Chimobim Ofwebu. And so I understand the stress. But
It's a one time.
I'm not paying that child's fee if you change the name because I don't know who you are anymore. I know you as Zita Ofwebu, not Zita Ulu. So as soon as you change it, I don't know who you are again. I'm sorry. And why are you with my child? My child's name is Samuel Ofwebu. Why is my child's name Samuel?
Are you guys having a kid already on this?
We have.
It's not.
I don't understand this Bluetooth child you guys are having
Not
together
with me.
on this car.
We'll talk about it after.
Prince sounds very disappointed. So, but lastly, let's try to wrap up this comment. Like is this surname idea highly overrated?
Yes.
Because
Wait, we're on the same side.
yes, you guys. Are
No, we're not on the same side. We can't be. Let her talk on why she said yes first of all.
So why do you think the whole surname idea is overrated?
Trying to pick my words carefully.
Please speak it.
I mean, For me, it's just a name. Honestly, it's just a name. It's just a name. Because it's like I've seen this surname go through different phases. I've seen it go from at least the ones that I saw with my parents where you just actually take, the husband's name, plain.
Yeah.
Then I saw the one that comes with like compound name, hyphen. Then I'm seeing the one that comes with you become Zita like Jacobs. I'm like, what on earth is going
That's what my mom
on?
became. My mom took my
That's
dad's
now
first and
a
second
thing.
name.
So now I'm not just taking your surname. I'm also taking, in fact, I'm taking all of you. You know what, Zita? You have no life. Take this person fully. Like, why?
You're married to the person.
Exactly.
That's
Like
all.
again, it's ownership. You own me. You have taken me. Just take my head.
Please, why do you think it's overrated?
Okay. I feel it's overrated because we're making it deep. Again, I only feel the way you're feeling this way because I've done all the process. Because obviously, before we get to the point of marriage, we should have that conversation. Are you going to take my name? And if the girl says no, I'm like,
I can't marry you if you
But
don't take
does
my
this
name.
conversation really come up? Because I feel like some guys.
why won't it come up?
I don't think
No,
so.
people assume
just
that,
I
you
marry
should take
you,
my name.
duh. That's a,
I know someone who's been married for like about 10 years, and he got to the point, so he was to fill a form for the family, and he wrote the wife's name as Mrs. So and everything, and because you just assume that she's changed the name and that's it. Only for them to send the form. I think they sent the form to the embassy or something, and then they sent back the form. They called him and said, "Oh, this person is not registered as this on our database." And he was like, "For real?" So that's when he now asked the wife. I said, he said, "Oh, she has not changed her name 10 years after marriage." So it's a thing. It's not like people.
You see, she's happy. She feels
I'm not saying
empowered.
people don't.
That empowered you, but that's
So
what I
people
would
don't
do.
really
I
think
will
about
lie.
it.
I will lie.
No, it's not like she didn't lie.
No, she didn't
It's
lie.
a
Obviously, she
it's
would
a
lie.
conversation that just
No,
didn't
she
come
didn't
up
lie.
because the man already in his head assumed that, oh, okay. And I think
obviously you're not
that's what
going
it
with
is.
me through this process, so you just assume that okay, she will do
It's,
it,
it's something that should be done.
and I don't have the time to do
You
it.
lie. Because
For
I'll say,
10 years,
have
though.
you been able to do it? Obviously, in 10 years. I did not ask her, have you been able to do it?
Prince, you
You-
probably ask me this question after 1 year. Like after the
Yes,
first year, you won't ask
you
me
won't
again.
ask again.
365 days is almost 10 years. If you ask it's like 10 years to me.
Prince,
That's
somebody
the thing.
gets married and start asking him.
No, you don't.
Have you changed your name? Have you changed your name? No.
So, like you said, I think
you've not
it's a
seen
question that
deep
should be asked
misogyny
before.
That's
Reminder, go do my phone.
Change your
Where
name.
are the
for that.
files? Grab a seat. Where are the files?
Then you now ensure that when you're trying to send money to her, you now check for the name that you shouldn't. Why is my name not reflecting here?
Yeah.
I won't send you this money.
Yes.
I have to go and find money to feed the house.
No, but I understand the stress. Oh, I just thought you guys are going through a lot, but still,
Yeah,
as I said,
I think women have given a lot that they should be given the opportunity to make that choice themselves and be like, yeah, I think I would like to change your name. But then it should be a conversation that should be had before we get married or
Yes.
before someone else gets disappointed along the way and feel some type of way. Because the truth is this: if after 10 years I find out you haven't changed your name, I feel something about it. This
Yeah,
woman might probably have some
excited.
property in her name that I probably don't know
She
about
has.
somewhere. There probably might be a lot
and
of
it's
things
Zita
hiding
Ulu she puts
that I
it
don't
in.
know.
Duh.
So that is a
confused.
factor too.
Oh, okay. So me, I'm putting it in our name, but you're putting it in your name.
You guys are going to sound like a couple, please. So what I'm trying to say is this: I think it's a conversation that should be had to avoid disappointment further down the line, and also people should be able to have conversation like, we're going to get married, say in a few months or in a few weeks. It's going to be a busy time. Are you going to take my name, or is this something we are not going to do? Then people should know, okay, you're not taking my name, so we can start filing for forms that can,
Divorce. People.
I'm not
If you
taking-
file it before getting married, it's faster, you know.
Why marry when you want to file a divorce form? No, it helps. It helps. So you can actually seek proper advice and legal advice to how this can work with us being partners and also not sharing the same name.
I know if you pay for legal fees.
She go
Try
pay-
and seek
that-
legal advice.
Yeah, that
Who
that
they
that
pay
probably
lawyer
be-
for? Who is paying lawyer for all these things?
No, that will probably be a punishment for not taking your name.
You
It's a
are
punishment
taking
now.
my
I'm not
name?
calling it a punishment.
Yes or no?
Punishment?
But that
No,
probably-
I'm not taking your name. It was really fun.
It was nice. It was
Honestly.
nice meeting you. We'll
Leave.
meet again. It's about time we wrap this up. I
Yes.
mean, we should wrap it up. So, would you take your husband's name, yes or no?
Your husband is probably watching. So it's good if you lie.
Yes, I would.
She lied. Will I take my wife's name?
Would it be okay?
Yes, I will.
No.
Yeah,
let
but you take your wife's name.
let me ask.
Yeah?
If your wife was, I want to paint that picture.
If-
If your wife was that well-doing,
if she
successful,
goes-
and
if-
everything good.
Okay, now
would
think
you
about think about this. If she goes to my village and she pays for my male fees, what they call bride and what groom,
Whatever, your
pays
groom.
groom fees, it will be insensitive for me to say no. I'm not taking your name.
Your ego will
I
let you
would
take a woman's
love
name.
to take her name.
Okay.
I will take her name with full glory. What? What do you want to? You want to shame me? Do you know what she paid?
That is Prince, though. Prince will take your
will
name
not.
if you want to marry
I will.
him, as long as you can go through the process of paying his groom
And that means
price.
you have to be sending feeding allowance.
But the only
Yeah.
thing is, you're not supposed to attack me if the money is up to like 15 million. Don't say, oh Prince, you're not worth that. That is too much insult. But you just pay it, and I'm all yours. What? I can pay 15 million to do what you don't want to do. Name something you can't do for money.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of this particular
Because you're
conversation.
doing it for free.
Until we meet you again, this has been entertaining and educative. And
Yeah.
we're out.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Keep,
Yep.
keep watching.
Bye.